all about these guys. If you've been here since the beginning, you have seen me without makeup quite a few times because that's how I do it. And if you have seen me without makeup like today, you can see that my dark circles are intense. They are in my family, so there's just no way to get around it. Unfortunately for me, it's not due to lack of sleep or what have you. That's just the way I was born. Everybody in my family deals with them, and it's just, for the girls, it's just something that we have to deal with. For the guys, it's like, not a big deal. But for me it is. And so I'm constantly looking for different ways in order to cover them up completely, so that I don't have to worry about it throughout the day. Now, I have run into situations a lot of the time because not only do I have the dark circles, but I also have a lot of lines underneath my eyes. I do unfortunately just have that natural creasing that comes along with the under eye area at times. Now, some people are fortunate enough to not have to deal with that until, you know, when they get a little bit older. However, this is something that I've had to deal with ever since I can remember wearing makeup. So I struggled to find something that not only covers up my dark circles completely, but also does not crease on me throughout the day and doesn't look cakey. It seems like an impossible combination, but I have found something, or I believe I have found something, until the next better thing comes along. If you want to see exactly how I've been covering these guys up, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is absolutely make sure that your under eye, well, absolutely make sure that your whole face is moisturized before you start with anything. But for me, I also have to make sure that my under eye area is completely moisturized. Now, I have to use something that seeps into the skin and doesn't just kind of sit on top of the skin. And for me, that is my Advanced Night Repair from Estee Lauder. It's a serum that I use at night, and I obviously have been using it before I apply my makeup. It just moisturizes my skin, but it doesn't sit on top of my skin. It's not oily. It doesn't have a fragrance. I absolutely love it. And so what I do is I just apply that onto my under eye area and let it, seep in and completely dry before I go in with anything else. And so what I do is I just apply it underneath my eye area with my ring finger, of course. Right, so as you can see, it's a little bit glossy because obviously I just placed it, but it doesn't take very long for this to completely seep in. Of course, go ahead and use whatever it is that you use as far as moisturizer or eye cream, anything like that. As long as you trust it and it works for you and it's not gonna, act like a slippery slope on top of your skin, then you're good to go. This is just what I prefer to do and what I prefer to use. After that, I will go in, this is new. I mentioned it a few videos ago, so I've only had it for about a month or so, but I've been using it every single time that I wear makeup for the most part. And this is what's been my lifesaver. This is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. It's super, super bright when you put it on. However, it's just like, it has light reflecting particles that help brighten up any area of the face that you put this on. But obviously it's for the under eye area, so it's specifically for that region. The reason why I love this so much and I use it over anything else most of the time is that it sits in place. That's the one thing that and it doesn't crease. It sits in place and it doesn't crease once you set it. And those are the two things that yes, doesn't crease and it sits well and it sits where you put it after you set it. I'm sold. And the thing with this is that it doesn't take a whole lot of product to make a difference. And so at first I was applying it pretty heavily, but then I realized that just a little bit goes a long way. So that's what I do now. So the way that I've been using this is that I apply it before I apply anything else. I just take my little brush, and this is a Sigma Precision. That word is just so hard for me to say. The Sigma Precision Angled Brush, which is a P84 brush. I just take a little bit of product. I literally like dab, dab, dab. Okay, like you probably won't even be able to see it because it's that little bit of product on it. Side note, I absolutely love the way this stuff smells. It kind of reminds me of like MAC lipsticks. Yes, that's exactly what it smells like. So if you like the smell of MAC lipsticks, you'll definitely like the smell of this, but it's not too strong. It's not too strong. Anyway, taking this and simply applying it with the brush very lightly. This way I can evenly coat the entire area that I want to conceal. And I go in and start correcting that area. Like I said, I don't use a lot because I don't feel like you necessarily need a lot, and it also helps with preventing any kind of like cakiness. And already you can tell the difference. I usually start from the bottom for like where my dark circles end, and then I work my way up. I don't go too far out because I'm not trying to highlight with this, I'm simply just trying to color correct. Although I guess this would be a really good highlight because it's like really bright. After this, I start my foundation routine, so I'm going to speed you guys through the foundation routine, and then of course I'll stop you when I get to concealing and setting. Okay, so this is just the under eye brightener and the foundation on top. And already there's a huge difference, and if you look really closely at my under eye area, there isn't any kind of creasing or caking, and it doesn't look ridiculous. So yeah. Next I'm going to go in with concealer, and this is just a MAC mineralized concealer. I'll apply that. To my entire under eye area, of course. Then going in with my trusty beauty blender. I also really like to use the Real Technique sponges. They're literally the same thing aside from the price. The only reason why I'm using the black one today is because this one is a little filthy and I haven't washed it yet, so black one it was today. And then just start patting away. Of course, you want to be gentle around your eye area because of the fact that it is really sensitive skin and it is around your eye, so yeah. And you don't want to like blend, and you don't want to dab too hard because you obviously want to continue to keep that product in place. You just want to blend it out so that it doesn't look like you just applied it onto your skin. Huge difference. And that is about it. So you're obviously going to want to place in your favorite, absolute favorite setting powder. Now for me, since I do suffer from the incredibly dark under eye area, I like to continue to set with my Laura Mercier powder, which is just a secret brightening powder. But feel free to set with anything that you want or have. I was doing the Sacha Buttercup loose powder, but I found that it was too yellow for my skin tone, so I stopped using it. Obviously, look up, and I always do a pretty generous amount because this, once you apply it, it's not super white, and so it doesn't hurt to really get in there in order to set it with a little bit extra. And you're done. I'm going to speed through the rest of the face, and then you guys will see the finished product. That is it, guys. I mean, it's really super simple. The only thing that I would say that I have that is my secret weapon is the Becca under eye brightening corrector. That's the only thing that's been my go-to in order to cover up my dark circles and not look super cakey and have it not be creasing on me like halfway through the day. Such a blessing to my makeup routine to find this little gem. I'm going to bring you up close so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about as far as not creasing and not looking too overly done. So yeah, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned something new and that you found it helpful. If you did, as always, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe. I post every Tuesday. As always, guys, take care, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.